Welcome back, my dear friends. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you will be watching or joining this live stream. I'm making this video sort of SOS, sort of urgently because a lot of people do not have sense of humor. So they don't understand that there are different formats to convey a thought, and today is an actual video on how to support your Ukrainian lady during these turbulent times. In particular, we are in 2022 and we have an escalation of the conflict on the Ukrainian-Russian border, and these are very nerve-wracking, turbulent times. And I understand that a lot of my subscribers are watching my channel because they are in a relationship with Russian or Ukrainian women, and therefore I want to be of help and I want to support you. Slavic mentality is a lot different in many ways than Westerns and American, and I just want to help you how to do things the right way. I made a short yesterday just stating a few things that you could do, but of course you have to understand, when I post shorts, it's more for fun. So for those people who take things seriously and try to hold them against me, good luck. You have to understand that there are once again different formats of doing things, and you also need to recover your sense of humor when I do some of these videos. Yes. James is saying, hi Veronica, 100% needs to hear, I need to hear this. Yes. Hello Elizabeth, hello Bill, hello my dear friends. I totally get it. I wasn't really planning to do a live today, but I realized we gotta talk about this. So number one, let's get serious about it. If you've seen my short yesterday, I put number one, take charge and make a plan. So when there is some serious threat to someone's being, right, to someone's life, to someone's safety, one thing as a man you need to do is to take charge. We are not talking right now about this may happen, this person say. You need to take your own decision. You need to assess the danger yourself. James, listen attentively. As a younger man, listen to what I'm telling you right now. I appreciate you very much, and I'm glad you are relevant. It's a lot deeper than what you just wrote. It is very important that as a man, I don't care if you're 25 or 55, as a man, you take your own decision and assess how dangerous or life-threatening something may be. So you take charge, you use your own judgment, you take your own decision, and you act accordingly. You make a plan. If, like some people, you think that, oh, this is just another political situation, just another blown out of proportion thing, you take your decision and your plan, you make it accordingly. You take a decision. So maybe if you think, oh, this is just blown up out of proportion, you take different actions than the man that feel like, okay, this is unsafe, I'm uncomfortable with her being here, I'm gonna make a different plan. So as a man, it's crucial. You don't cry and call her, oh, I'm worrying about this. You don't get emotional. We can get emotional with our girlfriends, with our moms and sisters. When we have men in our life, we in a critical situation, we don't need your emotions or your tears. We need a plan of action and execution. If it comes out as a threat of any kind, right? If you feel as a man that something needs to be done, that this is not safe, you don't just sit there and talk about politics. That's a whole different thing. We're gonna come to this. So long story short, if you feel that this situation is unsafe and you're uncomfortable, what do? You think how you can change that. and how you can get her to a safe place. If you are in a long distance relationship, you're in US or anywhere else in the world, and she's in Ukraine, she's waiting with her paperwork, you you find a place that you think is safer, and you make sure that she gets to that place. You make sure that she is she has the resources, and you put the plans together. Maybe you want her to be out for 2 weeks, for 3 weeks, for a month, for 2 months, because it's only you decide and assess the level of danger and instability. And remember, the way you assess it, it's going to be on you, how well you can assess, predict, and prepare. That is very important, very, very important. So you don't have to seek approval. You don't have to ask what everybody else is thinking. You take decisions based on your own observations and based on your own logic. So that is very important. You know, James wrote in something write something about being positive. That comes in the very end. The first thing, when there is something going on, you have to make sure that whether you are next to her physically or you are an ocean away, you need to make sure that you take measures that she is in a safe location, if you consider where she is being unsafe. So that is number one. This is crucial and important. A lot of men ask for too much of, too much emotions, too much. Oh my God, you can do it with yourself in the room. Don't be overly emotional with a woman, because we see it as extreme weakness. Extreme weakness. Because in a crisis situation, Ukrainian Slavic women in general also activate their masculine side. They're not going to be sitting there. If they need to take care of their kids, of themselves, of their parents, they're going to be acting like a machine. They're gonna make sure they are okay. So if you're a man and you are there to make a difference, you there to protect, you have to protect, whether once again you're next to them or you're an ocean away, period. So I want that to be clear. So now, number two is to give her extra attention. You don't call and tell how, yes, this is dangerous, but in 1962 it was even more dangerous, and oh, your grandma was through wars, and blah, blah, blah. You give her attention. You let her express herself. You actually listen to her, so you can understand how she feels and how you can be the most of help, the most of support. A lot of men, when they try to support you, they think that it's very relatable if you share your experiences or experiences of your grandparents or something like that. No. When you call to support her, you are 90% listening. This way, she feels that you are there, you really care. She feels safe to express herself. And you can also understand where she is at mentally. Does she what decision would be the best? If the woman tells you how she feels, especially in a critical situation, you absolutely need to listen. And from there, it can help you to decide what actions you need to take. Don't try to talk you out of your feelings, of your instincts, of your intuition, because women have a very, very strong sense of intuition, and try to talk you out of it or deny or say, well, be strong, stay positive and all that. That's just gonna show her that you are not emotionally available, like you don't understand what is going on. So that is extremely important, that you give her attention, not calling her to get attention, not calling her once again to tell her that other examples you have been in life, but actually listening to her and understanding her needs. Most women will tell you what they struggle with. They will tell you their fears. They will tell you what's on their heart. but a lot of men are just calling to not to really listen and understand the woman, but a lot of men are listening to give a cool reply, like I'm listening so I can give you a cool reply. Instead of that, try to give a feedback and try to connect with her through whatever is bothering her. Now she may be completely unbothered, she may be completely fine. Then you don't have to get her into the mode of fear and say, oh no, you should be worried, you have to consider her feelings, because she may know better. Also, if she feels safe to express herself with you, she will tell you exactly uh, where she stands, and you will understand once again better your plan of action. It is important, because when somebody is somewhere, they see the situation better. I just had a conversation with my family, with my mom in particular, about half an hour ago. So the insider scoop is always different when what you see on outside in any situation. So you don't need to convince her to be fearful or scared if she is not. Okay, so that's also something to understand. All right. But the importance of you making a plan could not be underestimated, whether it's a plan to stay, whether it's a plan to leave, whether it's a plan to wait for further notice. But you have to have ABCD in place. So in number 3, I wrote, and of course, I got so many of weird things right now. Thank you, Kevin. Good to see you. I'm gonna get to you in a second. I really want your perspective as well. And so I wrote yesterday. I post my a pretty little video in the first. Some of you guys know I have an Instagram account when it's mostly dedicated to beauty and furs, and I just thought I want to remind you guys, I didn't just do it to once again to hear from some of my trolls what a gold digger I am. So which is an absolute truth. I do not look for things that are not valuable. I create valuable things and I get valuable things. So somebody wrote that, oh, the gold digger is coming out of you, and I just want to say, well, it has always been there. Women with class and elegance always look for better and best, and there is nothing wrong with that. But I brought up that point, surprise her with gifts. You may think, oh my god, there is war, there is a threat of a war, there is threat of a crisis, why would I surprise you with gifts? A lot of Slavic people, they've been through so much, so for many of them this is just daily life, and they right, James, it's a real good compliment, isn't it? So for many Ukrainian women, they've been through so much, they don't care for politics, they don't like feeling masculine and being angry and discussing politics, and they're not really fearful about this. They know it's going to be resolved. They are calm, but of course there is stress in the air, right? There is stress, there is panic in the air. The media try to spread it as much as possible, but the women in these situations, there are women who want to be reminded that they are first of all women, and they want to be treated as women. Okay, the sun is getting me, so I'm gonna protect from the sun. So they want to be reminded that they are women, that they are adored and admired, and this really calms a woman and take your attention from stress. She doesn't need to be more stressed out. She doesn't need to have long political debates with you. I mean, I love politics, but very few women do. And even in this case, I would rather have some attention. I would rather have a spa trip. I would rather have something sweet and lovely from the man that cares about me. Or in that situation, it's about you showing your care, and that, okay, we're not gonna take this seriously if that is your position, right? I want to show you extra care, extra attention. I want to relax you. Things that relaxing most women are beautiful things, uh, somewhat luxurious things, somewhat things that as women, no matter what the kind of stress is going on, if we get some extra flowers, extra special gift, something, it really focus our attention from the things we cannot change, from the things most women do not heavily involved in the politics. It just brings them nothing by stress. They realize that it's an outer thing, with a political turmoil. A lot of women do not really care so much about or understand or even want to talk about it. They want to be a woman. They want to put a pretty dress on. They want to make something beautiful. They want to create beautiful things. They don't want that. It takes their feminine energy and replace it with cortisol and stress and anxiety. So it is very healing and calming if you took care of the 2 points I mentioned prior. If you take your decisions, you have your plan, you figured out the main things, it is a wonderful time to make something special for her, whatever she likes. And when I mentioned jewelry and furs, a lot of people get mad and angry. But Slavic people appreciate classic gifts. Classic. And if you're a man of quality, you want to give something that will show your intention and that will stay with her for a long time. It will really make your mood. You have to understand, as women, we are more emotional, and we can literally drop all the worries and all the concern about the world if we have a beautiful dress that fits us perfectly. you know that is our magic. We can drop our intellect, if even if we like those complex discussions. We can drop all this complexity, all these issues and problems of the world. If we can beautify ourselves, it really calms us. It really does. So it's not a bad time. It's a perfect time to show some extra care. If you know your lady, you know what she likes. I'm not trying to say that everybody, like, fur or, jewelry or any other, her. You may know better. It doesn't always have to be something extremely expensive. It also depends on your relationship with a woman. But to brighten up her day with something that for your judgment it would be lovely. You have to know the person to be even able to make something pleasant for them. It's not always something extraordinary, but it is true that in our cultures, in Slavic culture, Eastern European culture, women are still feminine and they are still glamorous despite of economical issues, political issues. If you come to Eastern European countries, women are still keeping themselves beautifully, right? They still taking care of themselves. And it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of financial cost. I mean, financial aspect to that as well. A lot of Slavic women would starve, but they would look good. They would make sure that they're well kept. They won't eat. Unlike in a Western society with feminists, they will eat to death, but they will look like the world is ending. A Slavic woman will spend money on herself. She would go do her nails, do her hair, buy a new dress, maybe even invest in something that either inner or outer will develop her to become more beautiful. An American feminist will go and get her a bunch of burgers, pizza, cola, and God knows what else. So this is the difference. And I'm not saying all American women, please notice. I'm talking about, when people threaten me because I started to show online some of the businesses I do, and my first is one of them. I get daily messages, about all this, gold digger situation, and I'm thinking to myself, well, why does it bother you? who is doing what. You aren't happy to be with a green haired 300 pound woman with tattoos and piercing in a gray hoodie. So you don't have to complain about no gold digging, but you don't want these women. You are attracted to beauty. You're attracted to aesthetics. You're attracted to style. And that's something that Eastern European women kept. And it's actually changing right now. I think, much younger women, the women in their teens, not all of them are into this anymore because of such a heavy influence of the West. So in some ways Slavic women are unicorns because they want to be a mother, they appreciate education, they are strong mentally, but they still enjoy and love beautiful luxurious things. They make them happy, they like aesthetics. And if you try to guilt women for them, it just tells a lot about you. I will put it this way: you are not the desirable man anyway, so you can relax and give your attention to the Becky next door and her dogs and her cats and her XXXXL clothes and her green hair. You can buy her more shades of green so she can have a different shades of green every day. And yeah, so don't complain. You can't have it both ways. You cannot want a traditional woman and be a non-traditional man that is counting every cent and don't understand it's not even about the money. It's about the appreciation, the emotion. And coming back to our original topic, the appreciation here is that she isn't stressed and you shown her, you took decisions what you do if worse come to worse. You have some things in place, maybe you have reservations, you give her emotional support, you listen to her, you tend into her needs. In this crazy time, she really does need that. She needs to feel you as there. And after that comes classic sweet things. It's up to you to decide what it is. If you want to make her smile and remind her that yes, we may not always know, what is coming, but you can be happy and you can smile today. I feel that, flowers and little sweet things are wonderful reminders that, hey, life is still going on. We are still here. We believe it's going to be all right. I want to spoil you today. I want to show you that I care about you. I appreciate you. And I know how lucky I am not to be with green-haired Becky. I need to drink to this one. I honestly don't know why Western women let themselves go to the extent of madness. But that's for another video. Once again, everybody have their preferences, and it's not Slavic women appreciate beautiful, tasteful, elegant, expensive gifts, luxurious gifts, but it doesn't mean that that's the only thing. If you are courting a woman, you should give her a couple of those so she knows she doesn't just waste her time with you. Because a lot of times, man who is not investing anything except talking and talking, you just, the other day you feel something else, you have a fresh idea in your head, or you get tired of talking, you find somebody better, and you're like, well, it was nice talking to you, bye. And this woman may have developed feelings for you, and she gave the best out of her day to talk to you. She did all of these things, and then you're gone. Women subconsciously know that the man that takes them seriously will invest in them on every level. Think about their safety, being able to connect with them and tend to their needs, to support them, not just in their words, but in material ways. If that is the lady that you are courting, that's the lady that you're choosing. I'm not saying you should support everyone, absolutely not. And the man that invests to make her life more pleasant, more joyful, you know, more um romantic, you know, if the man does not doing those things that are also tangible, not only romantic things in his mind, even though, you know, words are very powerful, especially when it comes from your heart, they are genuine. But when you um investing in a woman, it subconsciously give her the idea that you're not just gonna get up and go and not explain. You're not just gonna block her when you're done talking to her. You know, you're not just gonna disappear and poof. It's subconscious, not that she sits and think about it, but it's a subconscious process of sorts where she realized, okay, so this man is serious. This man is serious. And if you, once again, I made a whole video about the art of gift giving, but it's on my Instagram. I don't know if I can try to transfer it. You have to understand, in the end of the day, the material things and gifts, they are not about the gifts themselves or about the money themselves. They are about your true intentions. They are about your expression of the love you have, because anybody can, you know, type compliments and flatter and manipulate, but not everybody will use the fruits of their sweat and tears and hard work to make their woman life better and more pleasant and more beautiful. That is what we love and respect about our men, that they would work hard, they would put countless hours, and they would use, you know, fruits of their labor to make our life better. That's why we have endless respect for our men, that they would put their life on the line to protect us in many ways. And a lot of women get deceived with words and with pictures and with, you know, fake profiles. I have a plan to make you know, sort of a reaction or analysis video for this new Netflix series on Tinder swindler and how he con women out of money. If these women would know who they are and the dynamics between men and women that are natural, they would never be in that situation. You know, they would never get scammed and used. But in this crazy world, you know, we are taught, oh, you know, if you love beautiful things, if you want a man to support you and provide for you, you're a gold digger, you're this, you're that. Do you know that most women make most smart women that use their feminine energy, their brain, you realize that they can generate a lot of money as well. They are not broke. A truly feminine woman is never broke. But we want to feel that support from a man. And in this society where we live in on, we have these ideas that, oh, you know, you should be ashamed. You know, you should be, no. We have another problem, that women try to take over everything and men has no place. That's why men ending up with loss of purpose of life, with depression, you know, was not knowing where he belongs, you know, was not understanding, you know, where he fits in. That's why women treat men so bad, because they are unhappy. They took men's place as well, but it didn't solve the problem. It made things worse. And these women who are, you know, becoming victims of men who just can write beautiful messages and then con them out of, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if they would have self-esteem, if they would have a classic upbringing, they would never get conned like that. But that's just a side note. So guys, I hope that for those who just joined, hey Gregory, for those who just joined, I just want to say, please watch this video from the beginning. I went into depths on how you can support your woman during this current crisis we're talking about, Ukrainian women and crisis on the border, but it can really apply to any circumstance that is unpredictable, turbulent, worrisome. How can you do things? I know that due to due to feminist agenda here in US, sometimes men are really confused. They don't, in US some women get offended when you try to you try to be supportive and helpful. So uh, just to help you with having less confusion, I want to reassure you that your natural instincts definitely are um, there for a reason, and you should definitely follow them. I'm just here to reassure you in that. Um, yeah, we have, our society went way too far here. I mean, I'm saying the Western one, but for those of you who may don't not know, I'm from Eastern Europe. I'm from Kiev, Ukraine, and I do miss sometimes the decisiveness and masculinity that our men have. They don't ask us millions of questions and ha 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 and please can I and I'm sorry, but they just make things happen, and I really miss that. Women, I mean, a lot of men in Western countries are very feminized, and that's no fun. So, but we have enough of people with common sense, and I love having this channel to connect with them and with you, of course. So, do you guys have any comments, any questions? I'm gonna read a few of your comments, and I'm gonna go. It's a beautiful day. I'm here in the dark, but it's actually such a gorgeous day today. We have snow. It's a snow day today and beautiful sun. And I love this kind of day. I have to sit in the dark in a way because it's gonna be a whitewash of, complete whitewash. So John is saying, I really appreciate a traditional woman. Thanks for your advice, Veronica. You are welcome. John is saying, green hair, 300 pounds, gray hoodie, tattoo. You forgot piercing. Yes, so sad here many times, Yeah, I know. And I don't care who's saying what. If that's how you want to be, be it. But I think it's terrible. You guys have to understand how much effort women put in their appearance, not only, inside and out. It's a lot of work. That's why feminist women dropped it. They dropped putting themselves together. They dropped being on disciplined eaters, and being active. They drop aesthetics. They drop working out, makeup. They drop trying to be more feminine, more inspiring. They drop all of that because it's much easier to just roll out of bed and go face the day and blame everybody in the end. It's much easier. So when you court a woman, if you call a woman a gold digger, it just means nothing but your scarcity of not being able to produce, not being able to provide. If you blame a woman for the gifts you gave her, that's as the lowest form of life. It means that you are an insecure man, the man who is not a provider, man who is not genuine or generous. And good luck finding the woman that would inspire you, because generosity of your heart is just as important as generosity of your resources. Because if the only thing you can do is just flatter the woman and tell her all these things, you're really just wasting your time, because all these compliments need a follow-up. You need to show that we are living in the material world. I'm talking with you from my car, that is a material thing, right? You using the phone, that is a material thing. I have internet that needs to be paid for. It's a materials thing, you know. So men show you show your love and your appreciation through these things, trying to uh, provide them. And if you feel uncomfortable, if it means that you have a lot of problems. It means that you do not really enjoy the work you do. You are scared. You have uh, like scarcity mindset when it comes to money, and you have this kind of energy around you of limited resources, when the resources are unlimited. You know, it's not difficult to make money, it's not difficult to produce. I do think that men and women can make it in different ways, but that's for another video. It doesn't matter, you can still create the same result. So that's a little extra. That's a little extra bonus. But I'm just like, when I see this man's weakness, I'm like, God damn it, I'm more man than you are. If I need to be, you know, that just so any Slavic woman, when she sees a lack of ambition, you know, lack of masculinity, if she is in a difficult situation or if she needs to take care of things, she'll be more man than you are. She will hate your guts. If she can get herself together, if she can run a business, if she can take care of things and not complain, and you are complaining about everything, you're scared about everything, why in the world she needs you? No Slavic woman want to have a man who is weaker than her. We take pride in our men being stronger in all the ways. Yes, we lead with other strengths. It's more of a strength of our spirit, and being able to have endurance, you know, being able, you know, not to sleep, not to eat, stay up all night when our child needs us, you know, being able to do work and be beautiful, being able to be inspiring when times are tough, like all these kind of things. But we are not competing in this hustle culture with men. We don't have no interest to do that. But once again, if your woman have more ambition than you are, if she's more passionate about her work than you are, she will hate you. She will not respect you. So find the woman who is a match for you. So, you know, you can shine in your masculinity and enjoy your femininity. Well, and of course, you always have Becky. Nothing against women with this name, I'm just saying. Oh, so that's it, my dear friends. I hope you enjoy this. Please let me know your thoughts. Hey, Gregory again. Hey, Bill. Hey, I cannot read your name. Well, I see some political comments. This video is not about politics, but I see them. Thank you. Yes, people are beautiful in Russia and in Ukraine. But unfortunately, people are somewhat going against each other right now. That's a whole nother video. It's been tough. The relationships between countries were pretty devastating lately. James is saying, I don't know about these other guys, but I want my woman to want to dress up and be feminine, showing off things. I get her bring me happiness. Exactly. You know, you don't want her to be like a dude. You want her to enjoy it, and it's like an exchange of energy. God, I feel like I'm in the dark, hiding from a sun. You know, what a good problem to have. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I cannot read your name, but thank you. I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, GX. Elizabeth, thank you too for the kind words. So, here we are. Yeah. Hey, Kevin. Yes, Kevin is saying, I'm a Dnipro right now. From my daily experience, near zero concern about American invented invasion. Yeah, well, pretty much same as my family too in Kiev. You know, the only concern is that the conflict on the east is kind of getting some turmoil, and it's just it's for another video. It's complicated, but to to wrap this up, most Ukrainians have the same, they don't watch, if they don't watch TV, they doing their thing. They have just a regular days, unless they're on the east Ukraine, it's pretty bad. In Donbass and Lugansk, it's pretty bad. Still, it has been bad, but it's a mess over there. It's very unfortunate. But overall, the other parts of Ukraine, they just have regular days. They just thinking about how to survive, how to take care of themselves, how to take care of their family. They are not. That's why I'm giving you an advice to not try to stress them out more, into diving deep in this, into telling them how bad and dangerous it is. Think how you can protect. If they feel content, if they want to stay, do not leave the country for this time, then you can do things to help them while they're in that situation, right? You can provide some things. Of course, you need to see what's needed, what's needed, especially with the prices of gas and all of this stuff. So if you consider yourself their man, if you are together, if you have plans together, if you have trust, uh, you should do everything that you can to support. But overall, life goes on, life still continues, and that's why I said don't get into stress and forget about sweet things, forget about courtship, about surprises and flowers. And oh, thank you, David. Thank you so much for the cash app. You're so sweet. um I don't know, David. I don't know, I cannot see if it works or not. David is asking, is my dollar sign is still in the chat, the super chat option. I don't know, I cannot see it. But thank you for asking. I will figure that out. It doesn't matter. I see the regular chats are here, and I think my internet is fine. Okay, perfect. You may be in a country where the super chats are not supported, but I appreciate your cash app. Thank you so much. I'm glad. He says I'm gonna show this video to my son. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I know who you are, and I appreciate you. Thank you. So what was I saying? Yeah, so there is not a reason to just get into fear and panic and just try to get her. She would much rather appreciate, a surprise coming to her door, something lovely that will make her smile, will remind her once again that she is a woman, she is a beautiful woman, and she has somebody who is courting her, who cares for her, and who takes effort to brighten up her day. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, I do not ever mean that, neglect connection, neglect neglect conversations. It's all good when it's together. I truly think that having heartfelt conversations, when you really nail the art of listening, can make miracles. Truly, because unfortunately most of us are really bad listeners, and that's why people don't open up. Because if you just listen to reply or to go on about something that happened to you, it won't be good. Oh, thank you so much for the chat. Thank you. Let's see who's this. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, my subscriber, I have subscriber David. He lives in the country. I think super chat, he can't send it. It's how to say this, it's disabled, I guess, or not available. So yeah, he wrote me before, he was asking, but I think that's the situation. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it, and for checking. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. I appreciate everybody's support, contributions to conversation, chats, super chats, comments, and all of this. at some point I think I should probably record much shorter videos so it's easier for new people to listen. It's shorter and more precise, but I truly do love coming on the live because I can see your feedback. I can really connect with you. I really enjoy this a lot, and I can also answer questions live. But I just want to reassure you with this video that yes, we have things going on. Life is unpredictable sometimes, but your decisiveness, your strengths, your planning, your leadership is very much appreciated by Slavic women. You know, we are no matter how strong we are on the outside, how successful some of the women are, they don't care about they don't really care about dominating you. So if they are strong and successful, they want you to be stronger and more successful, and they will take, like you take a hat off, they will take that strength and power hat, and they want you to lead. Trust me, I know, no matter how strong feminine woman is, she wants you to lead. She wants you to show the way. She wants you to say, hey, I got you, don't worry. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thanks, Bill. Thanks for the very generous Cash App. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's very kind of you. I really do appreciate it. Oh, and David again. David, thank you again. Thank you too. Thank you. No problem. I appreciate that you tried. I know. I understand. In Ukraine, in Ukraine, Ukrainian creators, unless they made an account somewhere in a different countries, I cannot send super chat to many of my people that I follow. Some I can because they made particular setting, but it's really so frustrating, and they don't have Cash App either. I have a couple people that just I want to support, and I just do it. There are other ways to do it, but I'm just saying, I know that, so I don't think you made it up. No. Thank you so much, and once again, thanks Bill also for double super chatting me and being so generous. Thank you, and thank you, my good old time subscribers, for sharing your opinion and your thoughts and coming out to this unexpected live stream. Thank you, James, for sharing your thoughts. Wait, I think my no, please, guys, my stream is, I think is, yeah, is saying, Veronica, time to get going. I can't move my messages, but yes, restricted. Yes, it is. Some places it is. So anyway, guys, let's not make it 3 hours. I absolutely love coming here and connect with you. Joseph says, I take care of my lady. She always tells me that I'm the best man. She can't wait to see me. Yes. Long distance relationships are very difficult. I mean, they're very, how to say, not difficult, but it takes a lot of courage to be in one. It takes a lot of strength, a lot of mental strength, trust, but you need to know why you're doing it. So I'm glad to hear that, Joseph, and I'm glad you do what man needs to do. I feel like Ukrainian dating, or dating feminine women in general, is such a revival for men's masculinity, when the whole world, especially Western world, is trying to emasculate you, do everything to emasculate you in every way possible, with these crazy commercials and just in general. I think it must be such a revival for, like, men's spirit to be needed, to be appreciated, to be respected for your strength and support. It must feel good. It must feel good to feel like you actually have a place. And I'm not saying there are no feminine women here in US. It's a huge country. There are many women that are amazing. They even have their channels, and I really appreciate them because they teach other women the magic of femininity and in womanhood. I think it's wonderful, right? So yes, we appreciate you very much. Please don't change. If you don't change, we don't change, okay? Let's not to play this game of confusion where nobody knows what to do, everything is mixed up, right? We need our gender roles. Yes, we can do most of the things on our own, but we choose not to. We don't want to, right? We don't need to. We don't need to play these complex games. It's frustrating and it's against the nature. So with that being said, guys, as always, we are we are longer than we're supposed to be, but I do. Oh, it's Friday today. All right, I forgot. I forgot that it's Friday. Not that it makes it that big of a difference, but I do love Fridays. Do actually like every day. So have a wonderful afternoon and evening. Thank you so much. I hope this video was helpful. If you gonna watch the recording or you've been on the chat but I have not read your comment, please write your comment below so I will respond to it and pay attention to what you had to say, because sometimes with the chat things get things get lost in the chat, and trying to keep an idea is difficult. So from Michigan with love, guys, I will see you soon. We have a gorgeous day today, sun and snow. It's amazing. So I'm looking for some nature beauty, sun and snow, stress relief. I love the sun. And I mean, it's so simple, but it's just so beautiful when there's white snow and the sun. It's like a fairy tale. So I am glad once again that I was able to connect with you, my dear friends, because if I wait till the evening, the chances are it won't happen. So I wanted to address it. Please don't take so seriously my short videos. They're mostly humorous. I just want to show off. I just want to remind you about something pretty. I just want to show off what I do on my other platform. These kind of videos, the tiny ones for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, they come from my Instagram, which you can follow me on at Veronica_Olsen if you are into that kind of thing. And if you are not, that is fine. That is totally fine, but don't take it so seriously. Obviously, if there is a serious topic, I will dive in, and feel free to request more. I believe that we have hope. I believe that the conflicts will be resolved. I believe that people will refer to common sense, because you always win when you do. So once again, thank you guys who supported the stream. I appreciate you. Thank everybody who contributes thoughtful comment. Thank you, John. Yes, I agree with you. But I do believe that there are amazing women here in the United States that are feminine, that are beautiful, but they have also hard time they have hard time finding a match sometimes because of all of this. Anyway, I will see you very soon, guys. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful weekend and the rest of the day.